Saygın bayanlar ve baylar, tekrar hoş geldiniz. A second day at the Logitrans Aysberg booth. I warmly welcome you to the next edition and especially to the 2016 edition of Tea&Talk, which is a new interview format dealing with the latest insights on the Turkish and European logistics market based on expert interviews. Today I warmly welcome Halil Bey from Assan Lojistik. Halil Bey, welcome and hoş geldiniz.
Hoş bulduk, thank you.
How is the booth running so far?
It's good. I was not here yesterday, but I was here on Wednesday. I was happy about the visitors, but what I heard from my colleagues, yesterday was better than Wednesday.
Yes, it was crowded, and today is also very positive. I recently just heard some figures, so despite the mood in the European and Turkish market, it's a very positive exhibition so far.
Yeah.
So that's great. Halil Bey, you recently joined Assan Lojistics. What was your motivation?
Okay, honestly speaking, it's a very challenging assignment for me. So far, I was experienced in international land freight, domestic distribution,
At
contract
Balnak,
logistics,
for example.
Yeah, rail freight, but there are more in Assan, I should say. That's why I'm really excited. It's a 20 years company, you know, strong company.
Also belonging to a very strong domestic holding, Kibar Holding.
Yes. Kibar Holding is very strong, good cooperations, good joint ventures.
With Hyundai, for example.
Assan Hanil, Hyundai Assan, Posca Assan, they are all automotive and heavy industry companies. Also, we have a sister company, Assan Port, which is a joint venture with MSC. You know, we like cooperations, we like.
Halil Bey, you are still getting your feet wet in your new company. What is your impression so far?
Yeah, just as mentioned, there is a lot of things to do. Actually, company built just for the group at the very beginning, 20 years ago.
Just for the holding?
For the holding, yeah. But later then start to make external sales, and for the last 3-4 years had a nice growth. But it's time for remapping, reorganizing, you know, everything. Also have the challenge of new business.
Halil Bey, can you give our Logitrans friends an impression of the share of the turnover, of the split with which you are generating internal sales and external sales? What is the split about?
Actually, it's for the moment 80% for the group and 20% external sales. But I should emphasize that it's not a mandatory for the group companies to work with Assan Lojistics.
So you are free to
only
work?
Yeah, they are free to work. We only work for them, which we are bringing competition, you know.
What makes Assan Lojistics at the moment very special to the market? What is the advantage to work with Assan Lojistics from your perspective?
If I start the core competence, it's very good company in port handling, port services, and inland tracking. Assan Lojistics is very active in South Anatolia, Mersin, Iskenderun, Hatay, Antep, Maraş. Also our port is in Iskenderun. Also we are active in the ports of Izmit, which is next to Istanbul, Gebze, Derince, Dilovası. And we are giving a high level of service for the port activities. And we own 65 trailers, which is making inland trekking. They have pool for aluminum coils, for the steel coils.
Open roof, most likely?
Yes. And this is, I'll put first in the core competence. Also, we are active in domestic distribution, FTL loads. Also, we are freight forwarder.
Are you working with subcontractors?
Yes, sure.
In the domestic network?
Yes, sure. Just I can say just for inland trucking, 50% of the volume is doing by our equipment and 50% is subcontracting. And for domestic distribution, 90% is outsourcing. And for international freight forwarding, it's almost 100% subcontracting.
Halil Bey, so far we were merely dealing with the transportation as a part of your portfolio. Compared to Germany, I have the impression that the outsourcing degree hasn't still reached that level that could be reached in Turkey, maybe due to the wage, salary level, etc., or some other factors. How do you see the potential for contract logistics, light assembling in future in Turkey?
Contract logistics is growing. Still in Turkey, as you mentioned, the outsourcing level is not high. Still people are doing their own business. They try to make their own warehouse. Solutions and operations, everything, the value-added services and everything. But it has to be because logistics companies always brings a wider approach.
How do you currently estimate the mood in the Turkish economy and logistics industry? What are the major challenges for logistics companies at the moment, from your perspective?
For the moment, for
it's
logistics companies,
rating, most likely.
receivables is a very big problem for the moment because more or less everybody is having a kind of financial problems.
Since on başlamış.
But we believe that it's a short-term difficulty, and we believe that it's right time to invest. It's right
segments?
time to look at the remapping, reorganizing, just
the structures, processes.
TMS, WMS, just structural things.
Where will you invest in future? From a regional perspective and also from the portfolio.
Okay, just our port just invest 80,000 square meters next to the port, and we are working on what to do on this land, which is feasible to invest over there. And this year, for example, our fleet is only working for domestic for the moment, and we want to invest another fleet for international transport. And also, we have some projects to make a hub in Europe.
Can
be
you
in Holland,
tell
Belgium,
the country, the region, Southeast Europe most likely?
It's probably it will be
Hungary,
Holland.
Slovakia,
Holland. Yeah, just
we are looking to the Turkish logistics companies, for example, Netlock or Ekol. They are very heavily investing outside of Turkey. Do you have further plans to invest into an own network or branch structure outside of Turkey in future?
No, it's not the plan for the moment. We don't have that kind of plan because we believe the local know-how. And as mentioned before, Kibar Holding has very good cooperations.
And strong domestic footprint.
Yeah, just we believe a good cooperation brings to the organization double know-how. I believe we will proceed with the cooperations in Europe.
Halil Bey, two last questions. From a German perspective, Iran seems to be very attractive right now at the moment. Which role could Turkey play and Assan Lojistik in future with respect to as a transit hub between Central, Southeastern Europe and Iran? What do you expect for the upcoming years?
Yeah, just the people which I saw recently, maybe 100, 200, everybody's going to Iran for the moment.
Official visits.
Yeah, just everybody's running to Iran right now.
Big hype.
But we really follow the new regulations of rail transport in Turkey. and we want to be a intermodal transport operators.
Solutions.
And Iran will be the part of it.